What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. I know this video is kind of late, but I just want to talk about a couple quick things real quick. I know we played the Detroit Pistons tonight. The Lakers right now actually stopped a 5-game losing streak because they lost 4 in a row, so this would have been a 5th if they didn't beat the Memphis Grizzlies. They went in there, they took care of the job, they handled the business. Congrats to Kuzma. I think he had 25 points. Let me look at his stats real quick. Kuzma had 25 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He actually, I think he scored 14 or 15 points in the fourth quarter. Actually helped the Lakers come back down by a double-digit deficit in order to win this game. Keep in mind, Memphis not too long ago just got blown out by 61 points. And I know a lot of fans would say, well, Urban, the Lakers are depleted. We're missing players, this and that. I understand that, but at the end of the day, I feel though that we still should have blew them out. Simple put. It doesn't matter if we're missing players. These guys been logging a lot of minutes, but they still been putting up quite the pretty impressive numbers on offense. The biggest problem for the Lakers had always been defense since we had picked up IT and we let go Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson, and that's something that we do have to address going forward. I told you guys before, everybody was getting on Lonzo Ball about his shooting slump and this and that. I told you the reason why is because, number one, he's playing with IT because Luke Walton has not figured out to let Lonzo Ball bring the ball down. Instead, he continued to let IT bring the ball down, which I do not understand. If IT is not going to be re-signed this year, if IT is not going to be the main feature in that offense, there's no reason for Lonzo Ball to be the point guard, the main distributor of the team. Out of his 10 assists, a bunch of those assists went to Kyle Kuzma. Because if you notice, like I said before, Lonzo Ball is the only one on that team that has a high IQ when it comes to passing the rock. When IT has the ball, and I'm not going to talk too much about IT because he's not here, and I don't want to keep talking about he didn't play against Memphis. And he's out for, I think, an injury hip. I think it's almost the same sore right hip. Might be the same hip that he injured back in Boston. I'm not too sure. I hope it's not. I just hope it's just sore, whatever it may be, but I'm hoping it's not the, a retagonizing injury. So, and it's funny that I'm looking at the ESPN slots, and they finally put down here the players' injuries. Usually just say, did not play, coach's decision, whatever it may be. But they actually got down here what all them problems is. And I'm looking at Luol Deng, and I'm like, why do you have a sprained left ankle? What did you do? You must have hurt yourself in practice. I don't know. But anyway, all I kept saying over and over again, Lonzo Ball is not a scorer. And I got to keep telling fans over and over again, he's not a scorer. I was having a conversation with a young brother on Twitter by the name, let me see what his name was again, because I think he watched my videos. I'm not too sure. Cameron Payne. And shout out to Cameron Payne. Me and him had a nice little conversation. I told him, he said Lonzo Ball needs to score. And I told him, no, Lonzo Ball does not need to score. The reason why I said that Lonzo Ball does not need to score is for the simple fact is that we got other guys who actually can put the ball on the floor and create on their own. The likes of Kyle Kuzma, who scored 25, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, and KCP. If KCP resigns with us at the end of the season, I don't know what his situation is and if he decided to come back or not. But anyway, we have 3 out of the 4 guys who can put the ball on the floor and create on their own. That's why I say Lonzo Ball does not need to score like we think he does. And like I also stated before too, because Lonzo Ball shoot that many threes, it's the Luke Walton system that there are in. If it was not for, if it wasn't for the system, then you got to ask yourself this: then why was Nick Young featured in the system last year instead of Jordan Clarkson starting? Think about it. I know a lot of fans say, well, Jordan Clarkson's better off the bench, but at the same time, no, because Nick Young can catch and shoot, and Nick Young fit that role as a stop and pop shooter. That fixed Lou Walton's system. Him, Lou Williams, all those guys. So that's just the reason why you're seeing the Lakers taking more threes and less inside plays. And like I said before, at the end of the day, this is going to be a bothersome for the Lakers. I also talked to Cameron Payne, and he said that the Lakers usually go inside, establish the inside first, and then go outside. I said yes, but on these last 5 or 6 games, they have not. They went inside, then they went away from the inside and went back to the three-point shooting. Kuzma had a good game, but it was 4 for 10 behind the three-point arc, and at the end of the day, Lou Walton can live with that. KCP, 4 for 9. At the end of the day, a lot of three-pointers, but, like I said, this is Lou Walton's system, so he can live with that. Lonzo Ball, 1 for 6 behind the three-point arc. Like I said before, Lou Walton's system is known to shoot threes. You know what I mean? They don't, when they establish it, because here's the thing, what people fail to realize. The inside didn't really get established until Julius Randle they started using Julius Randle. We were pretty much doing pretty good, but once Julius Randle became a starter, that's when the inside really started becoming more established. We were like right there in the top 3, and I think we probably was in number 1, because most guys were slashing. Yeah, at the beginning they were slashing. They were getting to the rim more. You know, Jordan Clarkson, them guys, Larry Nance, all of them were getting to the rim more. They were taking less threes. But now they're starting to shoot more threes than actually get inside the paint. And because of that, these are the reason why a lot of teams are hanging around, because the Lakers are not putting teams in foul trouble. In the fourth quarter come, these guys are fresh. They're not in foul trouble. They're able to establish their offense the way they want to, and it affects the Lakers. But anyway, Lonzo Ball, like I said before, when he's the main point guard, I don't care if it's Memphis Grizzlies, I don't care if it's the freaking Orlando Magic, I don't care if it's the freaking Phoenix Sun. A win is a win, regardless of what fans say, regardless of anybody else who can point out the difference. But when Lonzo Ball is playing the point and not taking all those crazy freaking threes and establish himself as being a distributor of getting other guys involved, is when he's at his best. That's why I'd look at it. I don't look for Lonzo Ball to shoot. I know a lot of people say, why do you leave him open, Urban? He got to make the shots. Listen, look at Kobe Bryant. Look at Michael Jordan. I mean, you got shooters. The thing is, you got Kuzma. You got Ingram. You got Hart. You got Caldwell Pope. All these guys that can shoot from inside, outside. Julius Randle, who's a banger down low. You got a lot of scores. There's not too many teams out there where you got players in the last 5 or 6 games, or probably 7 games, averaging over 20 points. Julius Randle been hitting over 20. Kuzma been hitting between 18 and 20. Brook Lopez, besides last night's game, we only had 8, been averaging 20 points. Caldwell Pope hovered around 18, 20. Isaiah Thomas hovering around 18, 20. So you got guys that can give you 20. Brandon Ingram, when he was here before he got injured, was hovering around 20 points as well. So in reality, you have Randle, Ingram, Kuzma, and Caldwell Pope, all of them over 18 or more points. You don't. People fail to realize, man, there's not enough balls to go around. You already spreading the floor. Lonzo Ball don't have to shoot, and I'm gonna give Shannon Sharp respect, because I don't really watch. Like I said, it's kind of like got away from him and Stephen A. Smith, because they're kind of like biased in their own ways. But you know, they're analysts. They get paid to do that. But he did make sense on this, and I believe this is true. Lonzo Ball takes the 3. Well, Lonzo Ball doesn't attack the rim because I think he might be afraid to shoot free throws, because his free throws are just as bad as his 3-point shots. But he have to build the confidence up, and somebody got to be there to put confidence in him, to let him tell him to continue on. He don't need to shoot a lot of threes, but attack the basket. He's looking bad behind the 3-point arc as of late. But Kuzma, shout out to Kuzma, and I've been saying this over and over again that the Lakers should have been using Kuzma. But you know, like I said, also, and the Lakers, Lake Show and Dan, the Lakers fan, both said the same thing. That one thing about Kyle Kuzma, he doesn't get looked at when he's on the court. They don't look at him. That's why he had to take matters in his own hand. But when Lonzo Ball's on the floor, he finds Kuzma. He finds the Ingrams. He spreads the ball around so well. That's why I love Lonzo Ball. See, everybody point out about the scoring. That's all they look at, the scoring. They don't think about the stealing. Don't think about the rebounding. Don't think about the defense as a rookie. Don't think about the block shots. They don't think about all the other tangibles that Lonzo Ball is so good at. You know what I mean? So when this guy gets the jumper, I don't want to hear all that, oh, man, you know, goddamn, you looking good. I don't want to hear that. Because what he does is he's doing the opposite of what other players have. Other players can score, but other players don't bring all the other tangibles like Lonzo Ball does. I mean, I can go through all the rookies right now, and all of them you probably have a couple of them that's in assists, not really steals, but they only probably scores. They don't do everything else. Play defense, block shots. This guy's doing it all, man. And at the end of the day, I respect that. Lonzo Ball don't need to shoot no more than 13 shots, but he don't need to take a lot of threes. No more than probably 4 to 5 threes behind all, unless he's hot. You know what I mean? Other than that, he need to attack the basket, get to the rim, get confidence in his free throw. Because I was saying that with Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram wasn't taking a lot of attacking the rim a lot last year neither, because he didn't have confidence in his free throws. But this year, he's attacking the rim. He said, you know what? I'm gonna work it through. So Brandon Ingram this year is playing way better than he did the previous year, and that's the same thing gonna happen to Lonzo Ball. He's going to have a rough rookie year, but then the next year, I believe that he's going to blossom. And for those, you know, and like I said, if he don't, hey, it is what it is. But in my heart, I believe he's going to blossom. But that's my thing. The Lakers, to me, they play pretty good offensive-wise. Still got to work on the defense. I know we had a small rotation. We only had like 3 guys, man. I mean, but, you know, at the end of the day, we still won. And I did say we should have blew them out, but if you look at the depletion, I don't really think we should blew them out. I'll take that back. I mean, goddamn, we only had Ware, Zubac, and Enos. And he ain't had nobody else coming off the bench. Some guys had to log a lot of minutes. They were probably tired. And I'm happy that Kuzma took over and actually won the game for us. I don't know what we're going to look like against Detroit, but golly, we need at least a 4-man rotation off the bench. We only got 3, so we'll see what happened from here. I mean, we could have brought in Channing Frye. They actually could call up Thomas Bryant. I mean, it's a lot they could have did. Zubac only played 4 minutes, so he didn't really play a lot of minutes. But It is. We won the game, and that's the beautiful thing about it. But you know what's funny? And I'm gonna let this go. But it seemed like Lou Walton plays his best, does his best coaching when he got less players to play with. And because the rotation is smaller, he can't run his two set rotation. You know, the first unit, second unit bull crap. So I like it when we like this, when we deplete like this, when we only got 4 guys coming off the bench, because then you get to really see the skill set of players who's getting 30+ minutes, and they're really starting to shine. So I'm loving it. I'm excited about it, man. But anyway, it's your man Herbal Lover. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think. Oh, and I meant to say, you know, Julius Randle still doing his daggone thing. Brook Lopez didn't have a good game. Caldwell Pope starting to pick it up, you know, and I'm enjoying. I meant to say this about Caldwell Pope. I'm really enjoying KCP now that he's starting to find himself within the system. Early on, he was playing the ISO. He was doing whatever he wanted, and I didn't like it. Now he's starting to really fit into the system. He's starting to pass. He's starting to play a little bit better. I like his game now, you know, because he's starting to really understand Luke Walton's system. You know, motion offense, pass a lot, and he's starting to really fit in. And at the end of the day, if we don't get a LeBron James, we don't get a P13, I think they really should re-sign Caldwell Pope, because Josh Hart coming off the bench and he can play, you know, two other three positions from the small forward to the shooting guard. It would be kind of cool. Now, but I think I would like to look at KCP going forward. That's only if they don't go, you know, get the LeBrons and the PG-13. They ain't got enough money to understand. But I would like to see KCP, man. I mean, he's been knocking on shots, playing pretty good within the system, and I got to give that guy respect, man, because, you know, we have not been giving him a lot of respect based on the fact that the last couple games he's been playing pretty good. He's been playing in the system. Travis Ware, another one, played pretty good defense. I told guys, don't sleep on his defense. It's pretty good. He didn't have a real good shooting night, but behind the 3-point arc, he did. Other than that, his 2-point percentage shots were off. He was 4 for 10. Well, actually, he was really he was 1 for 3, which wasn't bad. I mean, if you think about it, you know. So not 1 for 3. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, 1 for 3. 1 for 3 because he took 7 3-pointers. So he was 1 for 3. So it wasn't really bad. I mean, he was 4 for 10. He was 3 for 7 behind the 3-point arc. So he had a pretty good game. But Memphis, like I said, Memphis on a decline. They're trying to, you know, they actually were just playing for a lottery pick. Ever since the firing of Fizdale, they just didn't look too good ever since there. And then Conley's gone. So, you know, and he's hurt again. And this guy's making almost 200-something million, whatever. But yeah, I feel like you know, just crying about it. Anyway, the Lakers look good. Like I said, I'm hoping that they come and they play hard against Detroit. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the rotation might be about. But anyway, it's your man Herbal Love. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comment section, tell me what you think. I just hope the Lakers keep it up, man. And like I said, I just want Lonzo to play Lonzo ball, you know, finding guys, getting them open, and letting them guys, you know, do their thing. Because people, listen, I think the last time, I might be wrong on this. I'm gonna have to go back and do some research. But I know the last time we had, the NBA had 3 guys score over 20 points was TMC. Was Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin. But I might be wrong. But I know that's the last time they had 3 guys scoring over 20 points. And like I said, the way the Lakers offense going, that's why you got to put people in position that fit Lou Walton's offense. You can't keep getting guys who disrupt the offense. And that's my shout out to IT, even though he ain't here, but I'm just being honest with you. You got to get guys to fit within the offense that's willing to give up the passes, you know, give up the shot, make extra passes, and just, you know, find an open man. Anyway, y'all take care. I don't want to drag this out. You have a blessed one.